When's the last time I sat down and did a makeup tutorial? Who knows? Who cares? I'm here today. I just got my new iPhone 17 Pro Max. I really wanted this because of the film settings and the ability to film on the front camera. It's just so much easier for me. So I hope that the quality is a lot better. As I continue filming, I'm definitely going to try to figure out the best settings, sound quality, things like that. But who cares about that? Let's see what we're gonna do for our makeup today. So I did not have a plan. All I know is I just got the new McGrath Labs Gilded Nirvana Mega Eyeshadow Palette. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at this beauty because that is gorgeous. I don't have a plan on what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna figure it out as we go. So grab a snack, grab your drink. I have my water right here. This is the new Rare Beauty Bank and Rare Beauty collab for the water bottle. It's super cute. I got shade Grateful. This is the red color. Amazing. Normally used for an eyeshadow primer, I either use the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer, and recently I've been using the colorfix from Danessa Myricks. I am going to use shade Nude 5, and I'm just going to take a little bit of it and put it on this makeup palette here because this does dry down really quickly. It's meant to be matte. I'm gonna go ahead and just dab ever so slightly, the smallest amount, and actually dab the rest back onto here because I've been using it and using too much and it looks kind of crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use my Rare Beauty concealer brush and pat that down here onto my eye, just so I have a more even base. I am moving quickly with this because since they're a matte formula and a matte finish, they will dry down relatively quickly, so you won't have a lot of playtime with them. So I'm just trying to be very deliberate and using smaller amounts. So if I do need to add more, I'm actually just building it up in thin layers versus trying to maneuver with a thick layer and then it just sets and doesn't go anywhere. I am going to choose this pink shade right here since it's the only matte, true matte that we have. I'm just gonna use that color. Just a little bit on the brush. I'm just gonna start here. And I'm just actually just going to put this over my entire eye just to help set the color fix that we just put on here as kind of like an eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to lightly put this on here. And it's a very light kind of pale pink color. So I don't know if you can really see the difference. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the difference in the pink shade here versus not having it on the eye just yet. I love filming on the front camera just because it lets me see what I'm doing. I do have my own personal digital camera, but sometimes it just doesn't give me what I need. I want to be able to look right here at this screen and see what it is that y'all are going to be looking at. So if I need to pause and make sure that, you know, what you all are seeing isn't something crazy, then I'm going to do that. And if you are filming on the front camera, my tip is just to always invert it in your settings, because I just personally, for me being a content creator, I want everything that I'm doing to be legible to you all on your end, and that includes seeing the like brand or letters or things like that. So right now this is inverted, so it's reading backwards for me and I'm looking at it, but when I fix it in the editing, you'll be able to see and read the words there from left to right normally. Next shade that we're going to do, I think I am going to choose this mauve shade right here. And another thing about the Pat McGraths is normally the palettes don't have the shade names, but this does. This has the shade names on the back and I love it. So I'm going to choose this shade right here. And this is the shade Mystique Mauve. It looks beautiful. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not over ecstatic like how some content creators and influencers are. Like when I say I actually love something, I actually do. So these shades are beautiful. I love a sparkle. I love a shimmer. I love gloss. I love all of the sparkly things. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this here onto the outer corner. Pretty good pigment so far. I did shake some of the excess off. Didn't want to have too much on my brush at once. But I'm just going to start this here on the outer corner. I think that's looking good so far. And this is kind of like my go-to formula. Put a base shade down, put a darker color on the outside and put a shimmer or something on the inside, and you have a simple yet elegant makeup look that didn't take a lot of effort to put together. I'm taking a little bit of the eyeshadow and kind of bringing it in towards my eye just to kind of give a little bit more definition there. I think I want to do a shade or two that would be a bit unconventional for me, or maybe unconventional that I would normally put with a shade like this. So I think I want to do this shade right here. This is shade Gilded Myricks. And then I think I want to do maybe this shade or this shade, kind of like in the inner corner there. And this is what that shade looks like. I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna start tapping it on my eye. It's so pretty. It's like a green, like I would call it chartreuse. It has chartreuse tones to it. It's kind of gold, it's kind of yellow, it's kind of green. Oh, that's so pretty, y'all. Like, look at that. This does not do it justice. And then you see it on the eye, and it kind of leans more greeny, in my opinion. This has no business being this pretty. I'm gonna go back in with that mauve shade that I use on the outer to just kind of blend out the edges here of where that shimmer shade is kind of overlapping. I think I'm gonna do this shade right here. That is shade Liquid Sky, and I think very much that is pretty accurate. So this is the shade of it, and like I don't know if you can tell viewing the video, but I'm swatching this and I see it in the camera and it does not want to focus. Like, I don't get it. How does Pat McGrath do this? Like, between Pat McGrath and Danessamyricksbeauty, I don't understand how they are such wizards with these eyeshadow formulas here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of it on a little small brush and I'm gonna tap that on the inner corner. Oh, it looks so pretty. Yeah, I'm liking it, y'all. I haven't really had a chance to sit down and play with the palette, so quite honestly, this is my first time really sitting down playing with it, other than swatching it for a couple of videos. I haven't actually put the eyeshadow on my eyes yet. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. This is the Rare Beauty Brow Lift Gel. It is my absolute favorite brow gel besides mine from M Cosmetics. Those are my two favorite brow gels. And I'm just actually just going to take the clear. I'm not going to fill it in. I'm just going to take this clear and just shape my brows back up. Shade right here. It looks like it leans the most champagne-y. That's not a word, but yeah, it kind of leans more to the champagne end, and that's typically a shade that I like to put here under my brows. So let's go ahead and do that. And this could also honestly double as highlights. I'm probably gonna use it as highlighter on my cheeks. This shade that I have here on the outer corner, it's just looking a little too dull for me. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's called Cherry Noir, just to kind of keep everything cohesive. Oh yeah, this is actually helpful for this shade. Like I said, I'm just using the same brush and I'm just tapping it here on the outer corner. Start with a primer. So this is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. This is the Universal Radiant shade. And what you'll do here is you just take a little bit of the product, not too much. You do not need a lot, otherwise it's going to build up. And this Universal Radiant, it has a little bit of shimmer in it. So I'm just going to take that and then just rub it into my skin. And it's kind of like a balm, and then it turns into a powder. It's gonna take a very small amount of concealer to put under my eye. This is the Saie Beauty Slip Tint Concealer, and this is shade 13. I'm literally just gonna take the smallest amount right here. Oh, well, need to make it even. And then I'm actually going to let it sit for just a second. I love using my Divine Water Perfecting Mist from M Cosmetics. I'm just gonna spray that. I really do like that perfecting mist from In Cosmetics. It's 10 in 1, and it also smells like orange blossoms. So you can use it as a makeup refresher or just a face mist throughout the day. You can use it to set your makeup, and you can also kind of use it as a finishing mist as well to kind of set everything into place. So I'm going to go ahead and blend out this concealer under my eye. I do generally just have just a little bit of darker under eyes. So I normally just make sure to add some concealer anyway. That did a great job at evening out my skin tone. Really, for me, if you're new or haven't followed my content for a while, if you see me wearing foundation, concealer, it's because I'm trying to even my skin tone out. I want something as sheer as possible because I really just prioritize my skincare, and I like wearing my, natural skin out. But I just like to make sure I'm evening my skin tone because I do get a bit of redness here. Like I said, I have a little bit of darker under eyes, and my skin is just sensitive in general, so it gets red pretty easy. So I am next going to use this Yummy Skin. This is the Serum Skin Tint from Danessa Myricks, and this is shade 9. I'm going to use just a little bit. I don't really need a lot of it, to be honest. I don't even need it at all. But I'm just going to take just a small amount of that and just blend that out over my skin. So I'm just going to dab before I actually blend. I'm just going to take that mauve shade that I used earlier and put a little bit here under my eye. For mascara, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes mascara. This is one of my all-time top favorites. Another mascara that I use is from M Cosmetics, their Shapeshifter and Pick Me Up mascara. So like I'm always staying stocked with this one right here. I've gotten comments in real life and on my videos of recommending I wear lashes. Look, y'all, I don't like lashes, okay? I'm very particular about things around my eye, and I've tried to wear lashes before and they just don't work for me. I just don't like them. So if you do have recommendations for someone like me who just doesn't want anything around their eye, let me know. Curling my lashes really doesn't help much either. So this works for me. Just finding a good mascara that will give me some definition and also give me length as well. But we are almost done with this look. To bring out more of that mauve-y coolness, I'm actually going to use my Rare Beauty liquid blush. This is in shade Believe. It's kind of a more mauve tone, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And we're just going to blend that out here on the cheek. I'm going to take a little bit. I'm just going to take a little bit at a time and build it up. I don't want too much. I don't want the blush to kind of take over the look, but just want to give a nice subtle color. To take the Rom&nd Lip Mate Pencil. Is it Rom&nd? Roman? I say Roman. But I'm going to take the Rom&nd Lip Mate Pencil, and this is in shade 7 Fig Spread. So let's just go ahead and kind of bring out more of that mauve, cool kind of tones there. I'm just going to, and this is super creamy. It's gliding on so easy. And the amazing thing about this lip liner is that it has a brush here on the other end. So I'm going to use that to actually blend out the liner. I prefer more short form or long form videos. I used to film more long form videos for YouTube, but then I kind of stopped because life and work and everything just made me super busy. So I started prioritizing short forms and short videos. But I'm kind of missing actually making long form videos, even if I'm not talking in them. Just because for things like this, it just makes it a lot easier for me to kind of take my time to do the makeup or whatever it is I'm doing a video on versus like rushing for a short. So we'll see, but let me know in the comments, because I really want to know. I really want to kind of grow my platform more. I really want to create more content and have more things posted for you all. So let me know. I only know if you give me feedback, but I still plan to do certain things for the channel too. The next thing I'm going to use for my lips is going to be the Glasting Water Tint by Rom&nd. This is shade number 17, Woody Sunset. And I'm going to put this on so I can wipe it off for the tint. So I'm just going to be very light with it because it is pigmented. Going with the Glasting Color Gloss by Rom&nd. And this is shade 6, Deepen Moor. And it's kind of a little mauvey too, but it's just more glossy. Trying to take that and wipe it on top. I know my neighbor isn't out here with their kids yelling. Y'all better calm down. I'm low-key really liking this look. So this is the finished look. I'm gonna come in so you can see. We can see that chartreusey kind of green, gold, yellow, whatever color that is, just popping through. And like, quite honestly, y'all, the lighting, everything, the video is not doing this palette justice at all. Like, these colors, like, it's not doing them justice here. They look so much prettier in person. And I love that effect of that blue shade there. It's kind of looking like it's making the video glitch because it just cannot focus on all the different shades that it's kind of imbuing there. And then, you know, kind of deepening out with that mauve. It just looks beautiful. I don't know how much more I can say, but this is the finished look. That is it. So I thank you all for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.